No amount of thinking or contemplation could hope to make sense of what I've seen. I'm now coming to accept that the events of the last couple of days are real. The library, the dreams. I now believe these things have happened to me. The pursuit of the dark man that stalks my visions and his minions inhabiting part of the population of this town are all real. That I'm even contemplating these things would have meant madness to me no more than a week ago. Now I'm not so sure. I left the park well before the sun began to set. I did not want to risk being caught out in the night and being forced to sleep in a dumpster behind a noisy nightclub again. The walk home was uneventful. As I entered my apartment building, the sun was just barely over the horizon. I locked my door and pulled the curtains shut. I then proceeded to turn on every light in my dwelling. I was unsure if this would have any effect on warding off my pursuers, but the brightness had a positive effect on my psyche. That evening, I took a shower and managed to eat a proper meal for the first time in 2 days. When one is haunted by unimaginable horror, it is excusable to forget one's stomach. I finally felt brave enough to turn off some of my lights and turn in for the night. I was confident I had left no indicators of my position that those things could follow. My arrogance was not rewarded. In my sleep, I was once again seeing through the eyes of the dark man. The world had taken on a strange, vivid color palette that I had come to associate with my pursuer, and the maddening alien sky once again loomed overhead. He was walking through the streets until he came to a forested, open area. As he walked, I began to realize he was closing in on the very place I had been in deep contemplation. He turned his head sharply, as if he caught my scent, and walked off in the same direction I had. My mind bubbled and broiled with fear as he closed in on my apartment building. The front door, which is always locked after dark, opened for him, and he began to ascend the stairs. He stopped at my floor and began to approach my door. I tried to move, to stir myself so that I might be able to ready myself for the coming assault, but to no avail. My door opened without even a protest, and he entered my sanctum. He approached my bed, and I witnessed myself lying immobile. He turned and entered my bathroom and looked into the mirror. The hood was drawn down, and terror flooded my soul and played my mind. The eyes, which contained the colors and sky of another world, were set in a face I have known all my life. This face made my blood to ice and my heart stutter. This face that stared back at me with those dark, evil eyes was mine. I now know what I have to do. I have to end my suffering and escape.